All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 24 in 30 days in finding your strength with brave thinking. My name is Lin Yuan-Su. I am your transformational life coach. So in the month of April, we have gone through so much. We started with some very interesting energy and thoughts. Now I want to remind you, what were you thinking? What were you thinking April 1st when you woke up that day? You possibly have been in isolation or physical distancing or social distancing, whatever you call it, for about 2 weeks. By that point, were you working? Were you just received the news that something happened at your work or whatever? And now thinking, now 24 days in, it's not a long time. 24 days is truly not a long time, yet at the same time it can create something truly significant as well. So just be curious about it. This is I personally, and I know many of my clients and even people, colleagues I've talked to, we are going through a lot of change within a shorter period of time, so which is very thrilling. It's very interesting, curious. And for every single time we get together, we're going to practice this specific breathing technique. So we inhale through our nose and we exhale through our mouth, like you're breathing into a straw. One more time, inhale and exhale. If you truly give this breathing technique a try, you will realize that it really helps you to calm down your nervous system, and it's going to bring you back to that grounded state of mind. And every single day, we also start with sharing a gratitude and something you are very proud of yourself. So think of something that you are very grateful for right now, as of this moment. And also something you are very proud of yourself, whether it's about yourself or something you have done today. Maybe you went to the grocery store for the first time in a while and you felt fine and you accomplished a lot and you feel so proud of yourself. That's fantastic. I invite you to write them down. Keep them in a book, in a notebook or something, and read it once in a while in the future. And also share with your friends, your family, and maybe put a post on social media. What you're creating with this gratitude and proud of is truly that energy that is uplifting, that is positive. When you're sharing with others, you're going to help somebody to change their moment and possibly to change their day. Yesterday, I shared with you the 4 domains of our life, and also the concept that our life is a spiral. Everything is a spiral. Our universe is a spiral. Our life is also a spiral. Everything is energy. So we either create this life that's spiraling up, which is an expansion, or a spiraling back down, which is a contraction. Okay. And the 4 domains of our life is our health and well-being, our love and relationships. So relationship that matters the most to you, your vocation, your vocari. What do you do with your time and talent, and your time and money freedom? So those are 4 domains. Now, if you think about it right now, if you have a pen and paper, that would be great. If you're watching the replay, pause and then go get a pen and paper. Anything, could be a piece of napkin if that's all you can grab right away. Write down 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is your health and well-being. 2 is your time and money. 2 is your love and relationship. 3 is your vocation. What do you do with your time and talent? Whether you get paid or not, it doesn't matter. 4th one is your time and money freedom. All right. As of this moment, 1, 2, 3, or 4, which area would you say that you have most amount of limitation, that you experience most amount of lack or limitation, or you have most amount of longing, meaning you want this particular area to have the biggest improvement compared to the other areas? Is that health and well-being? Is that your health? Is that your relationships? Is it your job, your career, your vocation? Or is that your time and money freedom? Just write it down, right? And also think about what has changed in the past while, in the past over a little bit over a month since the impact of this virus globally together. It's not a Canadian thing. I live in Canada, in case you're watching from somewhere else. But I was born and raised in China. It's not a Chinese thing. It's not a Canadian thing. It's not an American thing. This is global. We're experiencing all of this together as a human race. So in the past over month, since we are truly in the world I am in right now in Canada, we have been experiencing it really, it's longer. You know, the virus started at the beginning of December when it started in China, in Wuhan, in the city where it got started. So China battled it for 3 months until March, around the time it started for us in Canada and the United States and the rest of the world, and in Italy, in Europe. And that's when things start to really impact this entire globe. And so what has, notice what you're noticing, look at those 4 areas. Has anything shifted? Just think back, even just a month ago, which one of the areas that you would pick for the question I had, which is which area you have most amount of longing, you want the biggest improvement, or which area you feel the most amount of lack. Whether it's your health, you lack health, or you lack money and time freedom, or you lack that love of your life, whatever it is. Because here's the thing, it's all of a perspective. Right now we're dealing something very different. It helps us to think differently. And maybe some of you will not use the word help, you will use force. It forces us sometimes, feels like, to think things differently, to take everything from a different angle. I know many people now start to value their health and well-being way more than they would before. And I'm going to share with you a concept. It's called the soft signals. Our life, the universe, our spirit is constantly sending us those soft signals. So what do they mean? The soft signals are the feelings you have or the thoughts that just pops up that makes you think, right? And sometimes we don't think too much about it because maybe we're afraid, maybe we don't want to go that way. Give you an example. Maybe when you get up first thing in the morning and you're getting ready to go to work, and you start feeling this ache, maybe on your legs, maybe on your knee, maybe on your shoulders, maybe it's a headache. And it's not severe enough to make you stop whatever you're doing. But it's a soft signal, right? You felt it. And you just kept going. That is a soft signal. Maybe the same scene, really, you just got up, you're getting ready to work, and you just feel this tug in your stomach, in that gut. You feel that pressure and that unfulfillment of what you do. And you really don't feel like going to work. I had many of those days when I was working for a full-time for a not-for-profit health organization. It's funded by the Ministry for Health and Long-Term Care here in Ontario. I loved part of my job. I loved working with the patients as a dietitian. That's my training background. I loved the population I was working with. It was a Aboriginal Indigenous health center. I love that population. They have a great sense of humor, just like mine. However, very soon, I worked for that organization full-time for 8 years in different positions as a dietitian, as a manager. But there were days, it was a common thread that was just went through that entire career of 8 years. There were days I just felt like I really do not want to go to work. All right. Have you ever experienced that? Or possibly is when you're hanging out with your spouse and you look at them, you feel, I really love this person, but it has got to kind of like autopilot. We really haven't done anything that I felt so um, just looking forward to, or I'm so genuinely happy and excited even. We haven't had that for a while. But then you are talking, your relationship is going great, your marriage is going great. This is your soulmate. You know that, and this is your good friend, your best friend as well. So you just brush it off. That is a soft signal. So pay attention to all of those soft signals. Notice what you're noticing. The soft signals are there to help you to grow, right? We got to listen to it. We got to listen to it. For me, for that 8 years of career, it was a great career. I accomplished a lot. I'm very proud of what I have achieved during that time. I'm so grateful for that workplace, for all the people that came into my life through that journey. But at the same time, I knew it was not serving me. And how I ended up to leave that place, I could have, I'm not going to say I could have done much sooner. I'm going to say it was a journey. It was a journey meant for me to have. But at that time, I didn't know my mentor, Mary Morrissey. I didn't know any of the knowledge I have right now. I did not know how to pay attention to my soft signals. For a long time, I suffered through, right? And that knowing that is okay, first of all, that is okay. It's part of a journey. It is there to teach us. It is there to make us wiser, to make us stronger. Like what Kelly Clarkson says, you're gonna get stronger if this thing doesn't kill you, whatever her lyric is. All right. So I invite you today to pay attention to your soft signals. Write them down. How are you feeling right now? Right. We are continuing to do the inventory. This is part of the 12-week signature coaching program I offer, which is a 12-week, 90 days of a dream builder program, where I help so many people just truly define their dream and also to start to create it and see significant improvement. And very often I see an achievement during that 12 weeks working with somebody. All right. So pay attention to what's going on right now with your life. Notice all those soft signals in all of those areas of your life. If you need me for any individual support, it will be my honor to support you. And my email is right here. Feel free to reach out to me. Maybe today is April 24th, 2020. Maybe by the time you watch this, it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the road. It does not matter. For you to see this is by divine appointment. And if you have that gut feeling that you want to reach out to me, please do so. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay strong. I will see you tomorrow.